Everyone, and welcome to our Monday dumbbell workout. This week we're going to do another round of combo exercises. So, six exercises. They're going to be various combinations. Some of them are total body, some of them focus on a specific body part. So, depending on what we're doing, some of them are going to really jack up your heart rate, and other ones are going to really strain you on your muscles. So adjust your reps and do it according to your abilities. I'll try and show you some different variations we can do. So to get us started, let's get going on a bit of a warm up here. So I'll just get our timer started. So find yourself a wall and let's do some leg swings. Opening up our hip joints, getting our legs moving a little bit, get the blood flowing. And let's switch sides. And let's go to some butt kicks. So I'll start with a march. So just pulling my heels into my butt, using my arms a little bit here. And I'll go into a jog now. So a little bit more dynamic. And go into a run. Let's get the tempo up, get the heart rate going. Good. And let's get on the ground. Bent knee rotation, so a T position, shins parallel to the ground. Drop them to one side, keeping the knees together. Contract your core, back to center, drop to the opposite side. So if you're anything like me, your back gets a little bit tight from a lot of sitting, and you'll hear a lot of snap, crackle, pop going on in your thoracic spine while we're opening it up. Good. Let's get up. We're going to do hot feet around the box. So you're going to forward, side, back, side. So quick feet, really good shuffle. Good. Keep it up. Oh, almost tripped over my own feet there. Good. And relax. Let's do some arm circles now. It's nice and big and slow. Full rotations. Good job. Go in reverse, palms up. Same thing. So it's like we're doing a backstroke in the water. And let's finish with a bit of a punch combination. So we're going to go jab, cross, uppercut. Sorry. Jab, cross, uppercut. Jab, cross, uppercut. Jab, cross, uppercut. Jab, cross, uppercut. Switching sides. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good job. Quick breather. I'll get the workout showing up here. So we're going to start with a rainbow lunge. So you're going to need one dumbbell. Probably not something too heavy. Something in the middle range. And what we're going to do here, there's a few ways of doing this. So the way I'm going to do it is we're going to lunge to one side like this, come up and over, lunge to the opposite side, and then come back. And so that'll be one. So let's get going. I'm going to do my 10 reps. So 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. And breathe. So we'll pick it back up at 4:30. So not a lot of rest here, just enough to catch our breath a little bit. So really focus on swiveling those hips as you go through this time and getting deep into your lunge. Get ready, and we got set number 2 coming up. So over, swivel, 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 swivel. Nice steady breathing as we go about here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. That's a tough one to start. So while I'm doing this, and it's hard to see because you lose my hands at the top here, but as I go from one side to the next, keeping a nice big arc with my arms. So that's the rainbow part. One more breath, and round 3. Then we'll take a minute break here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And rest. Good job, everyone. Get a drink of water. Catch your breath. Grab, again, probably a lighter set of dumbbells if you have them. And we're going to do Renegade Rows next. So anyone who's done classes with me before, these are kind of a staple into my routine. So it's really hard for me because I get extra problem with trying to balance on a round end here, but it is possible. I just use the mat to kind of assist here. So just to demonstrate, you're in a high plank position, and then you're going to pull into a row position. So we're going to go 1, 1, and try and get whatever reps you're going to be doing. Again, I always stick with 10, so I'll be trying to get 10 in on each side in between. Big thing that you want to do while we're doing this is try not to open up or rotate too much through your hips. So try and have them pointed towards the ground. You may need to go wider with your feet to stay stable. So let's get going in 3, 2, 1, go. So pull, 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 pull. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 30 seconds rest. I'm going to rotate my view so I'll face the camera this time, just so you can see how wide I have to get my feet just to stay stable on these ones. It's pretty challenging with the circular ends. So we'll get going in group 2, round 2, in 3, 2, 1, go. So nice and wide, and then I'm pulling, right? Try not to rotate. Keep my head looking just at the top of my mat while I'm going through. Nice steady breathing. That's a tough one. I'm going to move back to the side profile. for the last round, just to be able to show you guys one last tip. So when you do this, a lot of people, as they get tired, the dumbbells come up towards their chin, nose, forehead. Try and keep them packed underneath your shoulder each time. So let's get going again. Last set of these. Adjust your reps if you need to, but try and keep the hands underneath your shoulders. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we'll take another break. Pick it back up at 11 and a half. So next one, we're going to go back to one dumbbell. I'm using the same weight for all three of these exercises so far. So 20-pound dumbbell. So while you're breathing, getting a drink of water, I'll show the next one. So goblet squat, we're going to hold like this right in front. I'll try and get into the light a bit better. Drop down to your squat, and then when you come up, you're going to turn and press to one side. Then back down, press to the opposite side. So each time we press here, that'll be 1 rep. So you're only going to do 10 squats, not 20. So adjust your dumbbells if you need to. Get a drink. Work on your breathing. We work pretty intensely for those 3 minutes. Then we have that little bit of a gap to recover before we work intensely again, right? 5 seconds, and then we'll go again. Ready, and go. So squat, rotate, press. Squat, rotate, press. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm trying to make this as dynamic as I can, nice and fairly quick on the way up. So while I'm coming up, I'm really exploding, really using my glutes, hamstrings, calves, even my quads just for that knee extension, really contracting through my core, and then trying to just press with my shoulders like that. So this time I'll show you a side profile just so you can kind of see what it looks like. So let's get going. Round 2. So squat, press, thrust. Squat, press, thrust. And then if you can take out the mechanical, make it more smooth, that's great. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And breathe. Still a pretty tough one on my cardio. I'm breathing pretty good, but not as much as I was when I was doing the lunges or the Renegade Rows. Those really got my heart rate going. Now, if I up my dumbbell by 5 or 10 pounds, different story, right? And let's get going. Round 3. So squat, press. Make sure you're getting a good rotation in. Trying to press over each of your shoulders each time. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Deadlift and curl is next after we take a break. So again, we'll pick this up at 15 and a half. So we got a decent amount of rest here. That one's a little bit quicker. Not as exhaustive as the other ones. So I can take a little bit more time to explain. So with the deadlift and curl, we're just basically going to do a deadlift and then finish with a bicep curl. So the limiting factor is probably going to be how much you can bicep curl here. Whatever you can deadlift is probably more than what you're able to curl, or at least I hope it is. So when we do our deadlift, keep the hands as close to your shins as you can, pulling up along your shins the whole time. When you get to the top here, then we're going to do our bicep curl, come back down, and then finish the bottom of the deadlift with loading forward again. So from a side profile, it looks like this. So I'm going to drop down, nice straight back, come up, curl, back down, like that. If you need to, bend your knees as much as you can to get the flat back. My gray shirt with a gray background doesn't really work too well for this one, so hopefully you can see me decently well. We'll get going in 5 seconds. I'll start with the front profile off the start here. So deadlift, up, curl. Deadlift, up, curl. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So finish off your reps. Get a quick breather. Then we'll move into round 2. So big thing you want to do is try not to hyperextend when you go into your bicep curl. That's going to be a lot of people's natural reactions, especially if they're curling something that's a bit too heavy for them. So you'll deadlift and then you'll want to do this. You really got to contract your abs, maybe even keep a little loose through your legs so you can do it. So let's get going again, round 2. So nice flat back here. Deadlift, curl, back forward. Deadlift, curl. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'll do the last one facing the camera again. So get a breather in. Shake out your legs. Shake out your arms a bit. 10 seconds, then we'll do round 3. Again, we'll take a break before we get going again. So get ready and deadlift, curl. 2, 3, 4. Find your own pace. You don't have to keep up with me. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job, everyone. Next one, we'll only use one dumbbell. So I'll try and stick with the 20. Definitely won't be able to do it on our third or sixth exercise, but I can do it for this one. So for this one, holding the dumbbell in our goblet position, drop back into a reverse lunge, get the little knee down, rotate, then step forward, then switch sides. So from the side profile, it looks like this. So step back, drop, rotate, step forward, step back, rotate, step forward, like that. You can modify this by just doing the one side, then for 5, and the other side for 5, so 10 total reps. You can also modify it by when you step back, you just rotate to the side that you step back with. That's probably the first modification you want to make if you're struggling for time. If you're just barely not making it anyways, if you're really not getting there, or if it's getting really too fatiguing, then try and just do 5 aside or whatever reps you're going to do. For you, let's get going in 3, 2, 1. So step back, rotate, switch sides, 2, or that's 1 each. This is 2 each. I'm going to try and get there. I don't know if I'll have time though. 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that gives me only 5 seconds to go. So I'll put that down, shake out. I'm going to drop right to doing 5 aside this time. So each time I step back, it's going to be 1. So there's 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, and 10. Oh, that's better. So 5 aside for me gives me a little bit of rest. Not a lot, but I need all I can get. So I'll do round 3 facing the camera, just so you can see it from this perspective. And I'm going to stick with 5 aside. It's back, rotate, rotate, forward. Rotate, rotate, forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can tell my legs are getting tired. 8, 9, and 10. And a well-deserved rest. So we'll pick it back up at 23 and a half. For this last one, I'm dropping to a very light weight. This one's a really easy one to burn out your shoulders with, especially if they're tired from the other exercises, which they may be. But at least we give our legs a break. So lateral raise to anterior raise. So lateral raise like this, up to around shoulder height, so right around there, like my Michael Jordan poster behind me. Then back down, and then you can come in front, back down. So that's 1 rep. 1, 1, 2, 2. So we got about 25 seconds before we get going. This is our last exercise, then we'll get into a cool down. Well-deserved cool down. So another 15. Make sure you have appropriate weights for this one. Like I said, you'll get tired pretty quick, but you can always adjust your reps if you can't adjust your weights, depending on what you have at home, right? So let's get going. So lateral raise, front raise, or anterior raise. Lateral, front. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job, everyone. These ones really build. Round 2, round 3 can get pretty difficult. I'll show you a side profile this time. So big thing that I want you to focus on when you're doing the anterior raises is you don't do this hyperextension. With the lateral raises, a lot of people cheat and they come out in front. So I want you to stay in line like that. So let's get going. So round 2, so lateral, anterior, lateral, anterior. So notice how I'm trying not to lean back. I'm working against the weight, so I have to really flex my abs a lot there to keep it going. 6. I'm really starting to fatigue now. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Wow. Round 1 didn't feel bad at all for me. Round 2, didn't wait to get to the end. All right, so we got one more round. Then we're going to finish with our cool down. So really try and push yourselves forward for these last ones. But good form, right? 2, 3. Keep it up, everyone. Good form. Get through the pain. Maybe you have to take a little micro break like I do right now. Shake out. Get the lactic acid out. Last ones. And I'm done. Whew. So let's put our weights away. Get a quick drink. Start working on your breathing. I'm just getting my mat back out for when we need it. And we're just going to move to our cool down at 27. So you still got 30 seconds here before we move into our cool down. So for our cool down, you're going to need a wall so we can stretch out your calf muscle, specifically the gastroc. We'll also need that wall for the chest stretch at the end. So another 10 seconds of just breathing, shaking out. Cool down is a very important part of our workout, which a lot of people skip. So let's start with our gastroc stretch. So calf, push into the wall, push your hips into the wall, keep your heel down, keep your back leg straight. And switch sides. Good. Quad stretch next. So use a wall if you need to, or balance if you can. Nice and tall. Pull the heel into your butt as best as you can and breathe. Shake out. Switch sides. Good job. And on the ground, start in a high plank position, then hike your hips up and back into downward dog, trying to keep upside down V shape. You can bend your knees a little bit if you need to get a bit of a flatter back like I am. And then I'll just slowly extend my heels towards the ground as I loosen up a bit. Good. Flip under our backs. Half kneel position. Lizard, so hands on the inside. Pull your leg towards your tricep. Lean towards the ground. And let's switch sides. Hands on the inside. Pull them into your tricep. Reach towards the ground. I can't quite get there with my forearms, but that's what I'm trying for. And tricep stretch, so arm overhead, grab the elbow, pull towards. Feeling the stretch through here. And opposite side. And we'll finish with a chest stretch. So find a wall, thumb up, lean away. Hand should be roughly chest to shoulder height. Keep working on your breathing and switching sides. Good job, everyone. Way to make it through a pretty tough dumbbell workout. As you can tell, I'm sweating pretty good. I hope you are too. And I hope you enjoy the rest of our classes this week. Make sure you check out them on YouTube if you miss any and you want to catch up. Dave has them sorted nice for us, so check them all out. And make sure you engage with us. So leave a comment. Thanks, Kelly. Use the like, love, whatever. And last thing I want to promote is our virtual 5K. We're doing it on March 27th, so please participate, whether you walk, run, jog, a little bit of both, doesn't matter. Let's see some participation, and look forward to seeing you next time.